you know what, people? Yeah, I'm on Northside's channel.
Can I be real?
But I will give you guys the exclusive. I will give you guys the exclusive, people. You know what, brother? Northside has not sanctioned this. I'm saying this on my own, yeah, people, yeah. And I'm not doing this for clickbait or to hype up the channel or anything, or to do anything, with the stream numbers. But people, yeah, this is what I would say to you today. Yeah, Arsenal might be on the verge of actually going for a treble this season. Northside, click this. That's an exclusive. Arsenal might actually be on the verge of going through a treble season this season, people. I said it. I'm putting my neck on the line. I believe in the team, not in the manager, but really in the team. We have individual players that can actually bail us out, and they're showing it. We're smacking up these teams, yeah, like Atletico Madrid. See, people, yeah. Diego Simeone came down to the N5 and was disgraced out. See, people, I am ready for all the smoke, yeah. And they suppose you and me really do share these thoughts about European teams. I do think, see, Deji, me and you have shared perspective that these teams in Europe are clowns. We know this. Me and you said it. We know it. These European teams are clowns. See, people, I'm even afraid of what Crystal Palace is going to do to me in the weekend than really was I afraid of Atletico Madrid. All these teams in Europe, this season, yeah, these teams in Europe are going to hear it. They are going to smell the rod when I come in. Because, see, I'm not afraid of Bayern Munich, bring them on. I'm not afraid of PSG, bring them on. I'm ready. I'm ready to play all these teams. You know why they dispose? I have weapons of mass destruction in my team. Eze is down there. Gyökeres has found his goal-scoring boots. Yeah, people. Martinelli is now back into contention. Me and Brother Northside cannot see Martinelli eye to eye, but even Brother Northside right now would actually say, you know what? Yeah, Tony, Martinelli is, in the past three games, is Northside. You have to do your spin on this, bro, man. I mean, we can't deny that he's not scoring goals. I mean, he's having a new lease of life in the football club right now, people. Don't let me talk about my defense, people. Do not allow me go to my defense. Deji, that's why when I say I am the winner, I know what I'm talking about. Deji Sports, Brother Northside. Arsenal, I'll give you perspective now. Arsenal's start to the season, yeah? This is Arsenal's best defensive start to the season since this football club was ever established. People, I would allow you to think about that. Just dream about it. Don't even talk to me. Just think about it, as in opine that. Just think, dream, imagine about that. Arsenal's start of the season defensively is the best since the inception of my club.
Oh, bite.
I'll leave it out for you, bro.
Go on, Dej. What do you make of that? Arsenal to do the treble from Tony.
So somebody sent, I think someone sent me either an email or it was in the chat, and someone suggested that the Venus strain of the Budgie Banton might be one of the most potent that's out there. And so, given that Tony resides in Helsinki, I'm pretty sure he's on the Venus strain of the Budgie, and it's got to his head. Now, the thing that I wanted to say is that Arsenal beat PSG in the group stages last year. Yet PSG won the Champions League. We are not sure Arsenal can even win the Prem, and you're talking treble. We're not sure Arsenal can even win the Champions League, and you're talking treble. What you can be though is a treble in failure, yeah, a treble in finishing second. Because guess what? Should Arsenal finish second this season, is that 3 seasons in a row, or have you already done three seconds in a row?
Already done 3.
You've done 3 already. So this season could be the 4P. Yeah. So this season could be the 4P. Is that what we're looking for, mate? If you not do the 4P, yeah, and getting a second for the 4th time in a row, you man are the you guys will be officially the most idiot team I've ever seen in my life. Because at some stage, when you're finishing second, you gotta win. And the Carabao Cup ain't no win. I'm not hearing Dan Potts chatting rubbish, saying a Carabao would suffice. He's chatting crap. Lee Gunner chatting rubbish. A Carabao Cup would suffice. Chatting rubbish. Liars. Do you get me? Not good enough. However, I'm going to fall back today because you know what? Right now, Thomas Frank hasn't given me any leg to stand on to cook you, brother. So I'm going to have to take it on the chin. Listen to the waffle that's coming out of Tony's mouth. Listen to the waffle that's coming out of Northside's mouth. And all I'm going to say to you, man, is don't drop the salt.
Listen, I'm not co-signing what Tony said. Apart from, at the moment, the team is looking decent. I think that the Atleti performance was the best performance we've seen so far this season. But like I said, I need to see consistency. I need to see this team playing well because I didn't think
that weren't athletic, though. Sorry to cut you. That weren't the Atletico Madrid of yesterday.
Oh,
they were funny, bro.
Nah, but you know what it is though. You know what it is? You can only beat what's in front of you, yeah. And at the end of the day, it was definitely a test that we needed to pass, and we did beat them. Like I said, I want to see the right lineup consistently. I want to see us playing attacking football consistently. We haven't played attacking football consistently this season. The way we set up against Atleti wasn't the way we set up against Liverpool or Man City, and we dropped points there. So there have been games as well, West Ham, Fulham, that it wasn't an amazing performance either. So when we're looking at performances or the way that we set up to beat these bigger teams, we haven't been consistent this season. Obviously, for me, listen, I can praise the manager per game, but overall, he'll be judged at the end of the season. For me, nothing will suffice unless we win a major honor this season. I don't really care. Listen, I like these games, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't amount to a major honor, then it's really irrelevant. You know what I mean? I am skeptical about this manager because we've been in this situation before. I remember last season we beat Real Madrid and Tony was like, yo, North, you didn't believe. And then what did we win? Do you know what I'm saying? Big up to Jolien in the chat. You know what I mean? What did we win? So I think it'll be smart to just be happy with the results we've got lately, but then also be a bit, let's just wait. Let's just wait because we've been 8 points clear and not won the league. We've been coming second how many seasons in a row? Do you know what I mean? So there's been a reason for that. I'm happy that Eze actually performed well because I didn't think he was that great against Fulham. I'm happy that Gyökeres has got 2 goals. I want these players to have confidence. They've just come into the club and they need confidence, and they've been performing lately. Well, and Gyökeres getting the goals when he was getting every press interviews, getting asked about scoring goals and stuff like that. So there's been improvements. Declan Rice, you can see how good he is in set pieces. The way he takes our set pieces are excellent. Can't take anything away from him. Gabriel's always a threat. Martinelli looks like he's actually trying to fight for his position because he's been rubbish for a couple of seasons now. He looks like he's stepping up. Even when he's been brought on as a sub, he's been making the impact. So long may it continue. Do you know what I mean? Saka slowly getting back to his best, slowly. And that's what I want to see. Do you know what I mean? That's what I want to see from the team. Lewis Skelly did really, really well to get the assist for Martinelli. So there's a lot of things that are working good, but there's other things that we need some more consistency. Ethan getting some minutes the other day as well. But I'm not going to go out there and start saying anything like we're going to do the treble or anything else like that, because this talk about our defense, we've been talking about our defense for the last couple of seasons. This ain't nothing new. We've been having a good defense. That's not the problem. The problem's been the midfield and the attack and the lack of fluidity in the attack or putting too much pressure on Saka. We still need to get Gyökeres firing on all cylinders. I'm happy that he got the goal and I'm happy that he's got the confidence. We move. But the midfield as well hasn't been amazing this season. We're now starting to get some momentum. Zubimendi hasn't been amazing all season. Let's see if he can kick on. I haven't given up on the player, but let's see if he can kick on. Eze, is he going to consistently play as in the 10? Obviously, Odegaard's out at the moment. When Odegaard comes back, is Eze going to continue to play in the 10 or are we going to move him to the left? I think he's more effective in the 10. So there's still a lot of things that we need to see with time. I think it's way too early to start saying that, you know, start saying that we're going to do the treble. Obviously, like Deji said, he did say that Slot is on fraud watch. I will give him that props. He said that from early, that Slot's on fraud watch. And at the moment, as it currently stands, that is true. Obviously, he won 5-1 today against Eintracht Frankfurt. But back to the Prem, he needs to be picking up the points. We need to capitalize on that, because last season when Liverpool were dropping points, we didn't capitalize. This weekend, we did capitalize, and we need to continue. So that's all I got to say on it, bro. I'm not going to come out here and start waxing lyrical. It's way too early, bro. Way too early for me to wax lyrical. But we have a situation that we can capitalize on. Let's see if we do. But Spurs, for all the chat that you were given, right now you can't be chatting to anyone, did you? You were talking.
The issue I have, you're right, but the only caveat I will say as to why I was chatting is if Thomas Frank did or started or had continued doing what he was doing, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But the brother is, you lot are cussing, you lot cuss Arteta and say he's a madman. I think Thomas Frank is a bigger madman. Bro, like on what team in the Prem does Matthias Tell start for? Or even in the Championship? He doesn't start for anybody in the Prem, never. And yet we are starting Tell against Villa. So for me, the issue with Tottenham is less about the players. Yes, we need to improve the players, they're bummy. But it's more about the decisions that he's making. That's odd. No Tottenham fan is surprised at the result today because we saw the lineup and we all scratched our head. But what we were surprised about was how pathetic that performance was. Now, if we're going to be this pathetic against Monaco, one of the things that is a red herring for me, I'll just say this before I go.